Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today, well, pretty much running out of vegetables and stuff, so I'm sort of throwing things together because it's coming towards the end of the week when I'll be going shopping. I have a turnip here, and I'm going to cook turnips and spinach together. Now, if you don't like turnips, this is a nice way of getting them in. I'm going to peel this turnip. Yeah, I probably could use a peeler, but I'm going to do it this way. When you don't have enough vegetables of one kind for your family, you can sit there and mix them up. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually going to cook spinach and turnips together. And they sort of balance each other out. Believe it or not, turnips are strong, and spinach has a strong taste as well. But they go good together. I didn't think they would, but I said, well, let's play around and see what we can get. Turnips big. I'm cutting them into small pieces, as you can see. Like I've showed you that you can cook spinach with eggs. This is a very, very old way of doing spinach with eggs. So I said, okay, why not try turnips? I only have a turnip, I've got spinach, so let's put it to work. I think I'm going to need 2 turnips. Hold on. That one's really, really tiny, tiny, tiny. So I'll do another turnip. That doesn't look like enough that's going to whistle Dixie with 12 ounces of frozen spinach. Now, why did I bring that paring knife out? Oh God, I don't even know why. I'll just put it back. Now this should be enough for what I'm doing. You don't want the turnip pieces real thick because they're real thick. If you have a family that doesn't like turnips, this is why I'm cutting them about this thin, as you can see, little pieces. Now, I'm not going to add the spinach to this right away. We're going to bring the turnips to a boil. When they come to a boil, they've already slightly cooked because they take longer to cook than frozen spinach. That's why I'm doing it like this. I put a little water in. I think the water's like right here. I'm just going to boil these real quick. Start them to a boil. And once I see that pot boiling, I'm going to put a whole bag of 12 ounces of Let me put this up before I dirty it and then have to wash it. So it gives a nice color contrast to get your children to eat, your family to eat them. And the water you put into your stock and you start cooking with it, so you don't waste anything. So any nutrients that you're actually spilling into the water, you're going to get when you make a gravy or you're cooking pasta or rice. You can use it in there, and that way you don't waste any of the nutrients and you get everything. My sauerkraut is coming along quite nicely, so I'm very happy with it. I checked it after the 5th day, and you could see mold and stuff building up and scum. Cleaned all that out, and I had to add more of the 2% solution that I told you how to do. So, this is what I do. When I cook carrots, collard greens, or anything, as long as I haven't added salt to the water, I sit there and I strain it, and I put it in with my stocks, stick it in the refrigerator, and I'll use it. I have carrot water in there right now. I'll show you. Let's see, where did I put it? If I can find it. Well, I can't find it, but it's in the refrigerator somewhere. Believe you me, I cooked carrots, and I might have used the water. Did I use the water? I don't know. Anyway, I save these waters. I strain them because you get particles of food and you strain it, and if you use it within a week, it should be fine. But if you add salt, I would throw it out, because if you add salt to that water, you have a problem in the fact that you do that and then you go to cook with it and you're going to add more salt, and then you'll have too much salt in your food. That's why I'm very careful. I'll add the salt after I've strained the vegetables or whatever, so I don't get too much salt into the system. Okay. We're just waiting for this to come to a boil. Okay, it's boiling. So as soon as that comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down and finish cooking that spinach. And when the spinach is done, those turnips will be tender, and then I'll show you. Okay, they're done. Good way of getting your children to eat turnips. If you don't want to use 2 turnips the first time, by all means just use 1, you know, so they don't get the full flavor of the turnips. How much water do I have? About 3 tablespoons left. And I'll strain that into the stock, and I will put it to use as well. Now, kelp doesn't go good on this, so you have to use salt. Like I told you, there's some things I've learned the hard way. But when you use salt, you don't have to go crazy and have it over salted. The whole thing is that you don't want anybody to have high blood pressure, but you do need salt. If you don't get the iodine, you become extremely weak. This is why I like to use my kelp mixture more than this, but if I have to, I will use the iodized salt. And here it is. Turnips with spinach done together. Sneaky little way to get it into them.